Is it the glass half empty? Or the glass is half full? Well, both conclusions are true, but they both have completely different meanings. For example, survival is the elimination of the weakest or survival is the preservation of the strongest, are both correct. However, both give us profoundly different meanings. It's been more than 100 years that the theory of evolution was published by the famous biologist Charles Darwin in his book, On the Origin of Species by Natural Selection, in 1859. But Charles Darwin was not the first to propose the theory of evolution. It was Alfred Russel Wallace, a commoner, a naturalist working in the Malay archipelago that actually wrote the theory of evolution and sent it to Charles Darwin. Getting upset by the fact that someone had already written his theory and he didn't finish, even after writing for 20 years. Charles Darwin managed to put his name in front of Alfred Russel Wallace's name when presenting before the Linnean Society meeting in 1858. Sadly, priority is always given to the first author in the society we live in. And so Wallace got lost in history. Now, the significance of Darwin's writing the theory is quite different than understanding Alfred Russel Wallace's perception. Wallace, a commoner, said that evolution was based on the elimination of the weakest organisms in the community, whereas Charles, an upper-class person and in supporting the upper-class philosophy, changed this theory into survival of the fittest and the competition. It is just like, is the glass filled half? Or the glass is half empty? Well, they both have the same conclusion, but their meanings are not the same. Because it is easiest not to be the weakest if you're in Wallace's world, but it is hardest to be the strongest if you're in the Darwinian world. So coming back again to the glass, okay. Well, I'm sure you must have got my point now that both statements hold totally different meanings. Fun fact, in 1809, the first scientific paper on evolution was published by Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck. So it is Lamarck who happens to be the first who wrote about the theory of evolution, scientifically. Lamarck observed that animals and environments were in a perfect lockstep orientation. For example, polar bears are not in South America and orchids are not in Antarctica. Is this a chance or accident? Not according to Lamarck. However, as time passed, this theory got lost from society for a reason. That is because Lamarck was only able to offer this theory in the French Revolution when Napoleon took over France. But when Napoleon lost, and the church came back into power, they eliminated Lamarck immediately as a heretic. The notion that genes control lives was first predicated on Newtonian materialism. Science was seeking the physical basis of evolution, and an insight into understanding the mechanisms that controlled life. This pursuit led to the Human Genome Project. But its results completely amounted to a cosmic joke. Studies revealed that genes do not control evolution and the character of life. This gave rise to the science of epigenetics. What is epigenetics? The study of changes in organisms, caused by modification of gene expression, rather than alteration of the genetic code itself. Lamarck said, it is not the organs, that is, the character and form of the animal's bodily parts, that have given rise to its habits and particular structures. It is the habits and manner of life and the conditions in which its ancestors lived, that have in the course of time fashioned its bodily form, its organs, and qualities. Lamarck's theory of evolution in today's light of science is probably the most accurate one. Whatsoever, at least now we know that genes do not determine the character of evolution. Genes are not the measurement of evolution. Then, what is evolution based on, if it is not based on the genes? Well, we will find that in our coming more videos. If you liked this video, then don't forget to like, subscribe our channel and check our website for more information on evolution theory.